innings. We're gonna see how this pans out because, man, Geek fam, they really, really need this win.
Exactly.
See, man.
Desperate times for Geek fam, but of course, Onic Esports, they have a dominant strategy in hand right now. Will it be good enough to destroy Geek fam all the way since the early game? Let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1.
Game number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Geek Fam versus Onic Esports for the playoffs. Let's jump into the land of dawn and let's get game number 1 into our hands here with Onic already placing themselves in a position to get that mid control.
Man, honestly, I'm already really nervous about this matchup. We're gonna see how this pans out because in terms of that early game, it's quite split, right? Samo does have that kill pressure, but so does Beloyski. Alzura also has really huge wave clear, but so does the Cho, so does Drian. It's very interesting to see this matchup here as Drian goes in, tries to pressure Alzura here, but it's not gonna happen.
The Demon Slayer, Kyrie will be able to secure the Litho as well. So I think it's just a difference in speed, right? Geek fam has a lot more speed to roam around with, but for Onic Esports, they have a lot more kill pressure, a lot more crowd control, and we see a sandwich here for both desks. Only the center person
The
being
main caster.
voting for Geek fam.
Hey man, it's me and Papulo against the world, I guess, right now. Down prediction brought to you by Axe here. But early on, I will have to say, it has to be Onic Esports who have the better draft, right? However, if Geek fam are able to weather a storm, or maybe even go for pickoffs like this, they will be able to actually get their power spikes going and maybe creating a snowball for themselves.
But it's going to be very difficult for Geek fam to actually try and contest these neutral objectives. So when it comes down to that mid game, Geek fam, they're going to have to look for perhaps a pickoff onto a member of Onic Esports in order for them to have the dub in that particular regard. But as you can see here, 14 seconds left for that neutral objective to spawn, and we'll see who is going to have the better setup.
Consider Geek fam is stuck reacting to the plays from Onic Esports. They do have the Matilda that will be able to actually save a lot of the members getting stunned and locked down here. But you can see, I think Onic Esports are still the ones that's proactive. If they can actually avoid a massive Abyssal Arrow, I think they have a chance here. They have to try and deal with Kyrie though to ensure that he does not get the easy secure on the neutral objective.
It boots though with a knockout strike onto 2 members. Rion going in with Way the Dragon as well, locking Jana QT down. And that's going to be the turtle taken away by Kyrie. Luke though with a flicker, Appraiser, Wrath coming in to pick up the kill. He's looking for more. A 1-for-1 trade, objective for kill. Who takes the dub there?
Ooh, I think the turtle is a bit more valuable in this early game right here. They do lose Samo, but he's essentially a roamer as well, even though he's on a kill duty. But Surfing Eagle gets popped up by Beloyski. Is it too aggressive though?
Ooh.
Worth it!
Oh my god, and there you go. A trade once again happening here, but this time it is going to favor Geek fam as they were able to take down CW, but Kadira!
I don't know about this, Joe. Chadera! All the way, getting stunned up, able to outplay Drian. That's a massive, massive play from Geek fam. Again, CW is going to be quite behind from that play, and you guys can join in the fun right now with the new battle emote, the MPL 2022 edition. For Onic, it's the Ora, and for Geek fam, it's Sante, bro. So it's the opposite, right?
Hey, chill, bro. And a bit of a contrast in the battle
Look
emote.
at that face. Look at the Onic face.
Exactly, it's kind of meme, man. But it shows how they want to play. Are aggressive in the early game. You can see Boots with the Paquito as well as Samo HT and Drian making the plays happen here. But Geek fam, they're catching up and they have the damage possible to actually match Onic Esports in the early game.
Wow. Wow, it's insane. The Geek fam, they're really stepping this up. They're really putting Onic Esports right now to respond to the tempo that they've set for themselves. Geek fam already putting so much pressure on the board. They're going to have a good time in that top side. And my oh my, when we're talking about that goal line, Chidera has improved immensely.
Yeah, and here as well, you can see that there has been a trade, but down below, Chidera able to run away for now, going in for the outplay under the turret. He's going to be able to dish down the damage.
He's alive.
Still alive, Chidera! Samo goes in for one last hit, will be able to connect it, but it's traded back. The time and the resources that Chidera has been able to buy out from Onic.
Remember, with the lethal counter, is going to have more pressure on this turtle.
Let's see, Drian jumping in, Luke doing the same thing, knocking him up. Jana with enhanced sword as well, retreat battle, and it's Kyrie who wins it right here. Samo jumping in, Luke able to run away with the Appraiser's Wrath comes in as well. Drian gonna get taken down, Kyrie low, Jana looking for that kill. He might actually just go for the orange buff, a bit too risky. He moves over to the mid lane, and they want to trade it for some turret gold.
Wow, aggressive pace coming from Geek fam. They're not getting the neutral objectives, but they do have a lot more damage as Luke goes aggressively. They go for the kill.
Oh my god, Samo just got taken down. CW has the mana to get out with the BMI, but Beloy, he's walking him down in the bush, doing the damage. One more hit, CW gets out, and Drian comes in. Oh no, the way the dragon was placed onto Janna. I don't think he went to do that. He wanted to kick Beloy into the turret, I believe. But Geek fam are able to get out. They are actually able to get 2 turrets as well. So it's a massive win for Geek fam.
Huge value. Onic Esports was leading with now. Geek fam has taken back the control in the economy. And we can see Onic Esports looking for some compensation on the board, looking to rotate. But so far, they haven't been able to utilize Samo on the Selena's pick-off strategy to its utmost potential. And rather, Geek fam, with the additional mobility from Beloyski on the Matilda, has been winning out the trades.
They're taking the turret in the middle of the lane as well as in the bot lane as well. So Geek fam have a lot of control to play around with. And we see that I think the big difference here is how aggressively, how proactive Luke is playing. He's always been to the fight where Boots has been stuck in his own lane for now. So maybe this is a new strat, but on top side, Boots now in a tough situation.
Oh, knockout strike 2 times, and look at Drian coming in, locking Janna down, who has the enhanced sword, is able to get out for now. Fraser's Wrath comes in, Boots goes up for damage. Luke is going to be taken down. Kyrie looking for Janna right now, is still able to maneuver himself out there, but the lethal counter sealed his fate. Down below, Geek fam looking for the trade. Chadera in 1v1 against CW is giving the circling eagle coming in onto Samo. Chadera with the sprint, popped in already, trying to deal the damage as Samo tries to run. CW dishing out the damage onto Chadera, gets out with the BMI, but look at the guiding wind, bringing him back to deal the damage for Chadera to take the kill. Onic traded for a turret up top. Drian doesn't want to stop here. He wants to go for it. Turtle being contested. Kyrie on it. Drian jumps in with the way the dragon, bringing Chadera back for the lethal counter. Retri as well. Kyrie is massive. Elzura pops the black shoes. Both of the teams disengage.
Wow.
And there you have it.
Wow, what happened here? Onic Esports instantly taking back the lead. We can see that Geek fam was trying to look for an invade in that bottom side, but meanwhile, Onic Esports, they weren't standing idly by. They were able to get a tower in that top side. The mid side was pressing, though, against their favor, but Onic Esports, with the clutch retribution coming in from Kyrie, the outplays from Kyrie, they're able to get the steal onto the buff as well.
He doesn't even get caught. Yeah, you bring Chadera, but Kyrie's just gonna recall in your face.
Wow. Geek fam here, they're losing a bit of control. Onic Esports, I think they were just underestimating, Geek fam was underestimating Onic Esports quite a bit. You see Kadera just walk in front of Drian, and you can't let that happen, man. The Cho is just waiting for the opportunity, waiting for the chance to just kick you into his team. So they have to play a bit more carefully. They can still win out in terms of wave control, wave pressure, and burst damage. But of course, it has to go out at the right time and at the right people.
I'm thinking, right? Because after the laning phase has elapsed, which it has already, they're going to start grouping up, right? Because they want to be able to contest things like the Lord, like those turrets, and perhaps even pickoffs. But Onic Esports, they have a lot more to play with the amount of CC that they have. So now Luke gets taken down just like that with a lethal counter, Mikkel.
Oh, and even CW, the Blazing Duet, just melts Elzura down, taking him out. Drian with Way of the Dragon, bringing Beloyski out, actually. Kyrie trapped right there, but the Circling Eagle gets him back. Beloy forces a flicker, Boots with the knockout strike flicker combo, is able to knock up Janna, who's still able to get out, but Chadera, oh my god, he's 1 HP again! He's still able to survive for now, but 2 members get taken down for 1. It's still worth it for Onic, especially now that Kyrie can take the purple buff away from Janna.
Wow, that's an insane back and forth right here, but Onic clearly has the advantage. The fact that the lethal counter just executes Luke, it makes that Fredrin pick just a little bit squishier than it usually is. And for Geek fam, the fact that there's 4 kills in the hands of Beloyski really isn't ideal. They are still going to be pressuring for the Lord though. Are they trying to get a fight using it, or are they actually trying to rush it before Kyrie makes an appearance?
A desperate play from Geek fam. Drian gonna be the target. Circling Eagle popped in. Kyrie knocked up. They're gonna go onto him, but Boots is in the midst. Goes in for the knockout strike on the 2 members, and look at CW melting that back line, disintegrating everyone in his sights. Luke taken down as well. It's a 2-for-1. Only Drian falling there for Luke and Beloy.
But look at how the lanes are crashing for the side of Onic Esports in that top side as well as the bottom side. So even if they lost 2 people, even if Geek Fam wanted to risk it, wanted to go for the contest, they are now forced to deal with those lanes first. But here we go once again, Geek Fam with 2 members down.
I don't know about this. Look at Elzura. Black Shoes popped in. Kyrie knocked up. Tadera doing the damage again, but look at Kyrie. Pops in the lethal counter. Onto Jana, taken down. No retreat possible for Geek Fam already. And Kyrie picks up the kill onto the Lord. Tadera still surviving. Circling Eagle onto Boots. They need to get some kills here. Tadera, one more hit onto Boots, but he's still surviving here. Tadera finally gets that shutdown. Good amount of gold into his pockets, but Onic Esports with a 4,000 gold lead in theirs.
Wow. I mean, Baloyski, he's trying his best to try and make the plays happen for his team, but when you're on a Matilda, it's going to be very, very difficult. And Kadera is just zoned away by so many threats. Drian can spell his doom. CW for now can still burst him down. And of course, we saw how aggressive Boots was whenever he saw that Kadera has no protection. So I think the key in the late game is how much they can peel for Kadera. Someone needs to actually be on guard duty to make sure that he does not get bursted down, because the irritable damage later on will be a huge problem that Onic Esports can't really hope to deal with. A bit of arrow that lands onto Elzura.
Oh my god, Elzura is still able to pop the Black Shoes now. They are going to be able to defend the bottom side. Appraiser's Wrath popped in by Luke. Geek Fam defend for now. Very minimal damages for Geek Fam as they are able to disengage. The main winning condition, Arashi, I think for Geek Fam has to be Chadera and Elzura at this point.
Yep. Elzura has a Purify as well, so he's actually in a pretty good spot. He has tools to outplay, and it's his signature hero as well. He is a very good Lilia player, and in that late game, AoE DPS burst essentially, the best of both worlds. And against the burst damage from Onic Esports, those Black Shoes, if he can use it in the right moment, it can really bait in the members of Onic Esports. As we take a look at a bit of the items here, Athena Shield and Dominance Ice completed for Boots on top of that Bloodlust Axe. So he is going to be very durable in the front line. But I think Jana, building the full damage Julian, if he gets a good play going on, there's a potential for him to be that main damage dealer as well.
It all comes back down to setup here, right? Who is going to be able to make the better move first? Because if Onic Esports are able to use the amount of CC that they have from the Way of Dragon from Drian, as well as the Trap and the Abyssal Arrow from Samo, and take down, let's say, the prime members from Geek Fam, Elzura or even Kadera, then I feel like that's going to be just GG, because they're relying heavily on the damage from them. We can see as well how they're optimizing for those items, and we'll see. Kadera, once he reaches that power spike, it is going to be very difficult, but because of how much things Onic Esports can play with in terms of that, they might be able to outplay Geek Fam.
That's a roam squad coming in from Geek Fam so aggressively. Drian will be chased away, and Geek Fam just trying to find something here. As I mentioned earlier, we have a lot more DPS later on, so Onic Esports with 3 fighters, it makes sense that they'll be ahead for now, but Drian, he's getting a good flank here. They discover it.
He's knocked up right now, has the Flicker to get out, baiting out the circling Eagle. Boots comes in as well. Flicker burnt from Drian will mean that again in this team fight, Geek Fam might actually be able to look for a solid opening. They don't need to think about that Drian Flicker combo with the Cho anymore.
But they don't have 2 of their ultimates here, Miracle, so it depends, right? If the utility and the source of value from their ultimates can be utilized properly in this upcoming fight, they might have a chance. But as you can see here, Geek Fam already responding with maybe trying to just bait the members of Onic Esports, as that bottom side is going to be pushing. A really good setup for Onic Esports.
Boots is doing so well controlling that lane, and you can see that Luke is just confused on where to go, but there we go.
Black Shoes popped in, that's another ultimate burnt away. Geek Fam looking for an opening. Drian jumps in with the Jikundo onto Luke. Pistol Arrow as well connecting. Both teams just playing around, dancing around the Lord. Another Abyssal Arrow. Not connecting. Geek Fam, Chadera needs to go to the mid lane, clearing out the minion waves right now, as Geek Fam are able to actually force the reset onto the Lord. Samo flickering out, circling Eagle onto Drian, bringing him back. 40 hash chain to connect. Knock up coming in. Chadera picks up the kill. Knows Jana. But still, it's a 1-4-0. Chidera will have to go down below to the bottom side with Boots slow pushing the wave. Luke jumps in onto Kyrie, forcing a fight. But they gotta be careful. Elzura, oh, so close for that Abyssal Arrow to connect. Boots looking for the flank. Both teams disengaging for now. but Geek Fam, they need to take care of the waves coming in from that bottom side. Enhanced Chain gonna be caught very soon right now as Boots gets knocked out. Goes over the knockout strike on the two members. CW still waiting with that blazing duet. Kyrie in the midst of it all right now, goes to the lethal counter. Luke still able to survive. CW jumping out with a BMI, but look who's here! It's Chadera, all the way from the bottom lane. CW taking low, Kyrie as well. CW's blazing duet coming in with the weight of nature from Chadera, and an amazing enhanced chain from Jana seals the deal. Geek Fam able to win the team fight 2-0.
Samo and CW get taken down, traded for nothing, and that is going to be worth it for Geek Fam. Now they are going to be able to have the man advantage if they want to go for the contest on the Lord. Only Drian, only Boots, and only Kyrie will be there, but I hope that it's going to be enough. Are they going to commit onto this, or are they going to look for another pickoff?
Geek Fam, they can use this Lord to just send Onic Esports into a meat grinding mode. They're waiting for the chance to actually get more kills, but here we go. Lord contest by Onic Esports.
They get on to Kyrie, but Sadera is going to get taken down. It's looking grim for Geek Fam. Kyrie knocked up all the way. The retry from Jana and the chain. Jana keeps the dream alive. Getting the victory here, but Boots says no. He wants to take them down in a 2v3. Boots jumps in once again onto Luke. Alzura still surviving. Beloy coming in. Boots with one more hit. The taunt comes in. Luke trying to bait, trying to body block, but Boots flickers forward. Beloy, the only one left to defend. 14 seconds on Chadera. Onic Esports with the team fight 1. They're looking for the base turret on the mid lane. They're waiting for it. What are they waiting for right now? I think they're waiting to just go in. Oh my god, that was brilliant. They didn't want the other waves to help in, and now Beloy able to buy some time with the circling eagle. Samo getting stunned up. Chadera goes over the mini waves, and look at the end. Everyone's going for the base. Chadera still able to survive. Chadera with the defense.
3v1 situation, and you can see Kadera making the outplay, keeping Geek Fam in the game as it was their game to lose. Already we can see 3 members pushing in that mid side, but they are still able to defend. And now Onic Esports, they need to clear that top side. The Lord is on the way, as now we're also going to take a look at the instant replay presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series.
The knockup comes in at such the right time. Jana Cutie gets the steal on the Lord, gets the knockup on 2 members, and does the damage, but unfortunately,
what's happening?
They're unable to actually get more afterwards. But right now, Geek Fam, they're making it work. Drian is no longer on the table.
But Onic Esports were able to take care of that enhanced Lord. Geek Fam won't be able to crack the base. They will only be able to get the outer turrets.
1,600 gold lead, but you can see Geek Fam still pushing in that mid side. Beloyski definitely looking for an opening here to allow Kadera to deal out the damage that she already has.
Luke zoning that back line. Kyrie jumps in with the lethal counter. Geek Fam looking towards that top side. You can hear the chants from the crowd supporting Geek Fam right now as they're tearing through the base of Onyx. CW gets caught in the enhanced chain again by Jana. Geek Fam can look for an end right here. Mid waves coming in again in the mid lane and that top side. Geek Fam gonna go for a disciplined route onto the bottom side with a slow pushing. Geek Fam with 1 mini wave right now. They want to make it work. Abyssal Arrow connecting onto Luke, but look at that in the back line. Boots able to jump in, but Chadera still kiting really well. Kyrie as well, very tanky. Goes in the lethal counter onto Chadera, who still is able to kite away. Geek Fam are winning the team fight. Samo jumps in for the desperate play. Samo with the winner's truncheon. Drian with the defense. Appraiser's Wrath securing a double kill for Luke. Enhanced chain coming in again. Drian left to defend. Geek Fam against all odds. Comeback victory, keeping the miracle run alive.
Wow, first game taken by Geek Fam in a crazy fashion. They were able to just wait for their power spikes, give Onic Esports that early game, give them all the objectives because they say they don't need it. All they need is one moment to turn it around. And this is 1-0 for Geek Fam, the 8th place against the first in the standings.
Woo. What a game, man. Onic Esports with a solid early game, but Geek Fam with the patience, the perseverance to try and make sure that they get something going on. Kadera saving the game from the brink, and just like that, Geek Fam, a step in the right direction, one more to go to keep the dream alive.
I cannot believe it. In your wildest dreams, this could happen. It is happening right now. Onic are a game down. Geek Fam have the ultimate chance to prevail, to keep the dream, the miracle run alive.
Their development this season has just been so impeccable, right? We've seen it implemented in the game. It's not just their singularity micro. You can see the way that they synergize with each other, and this has got to be one of the strongest lineups coming in from Geek Fam, coming so far. And even individually, we saw Chidera being able to make so many outplays against Onic Esports, these veterans in the game.